There are countless things to say about ancient Egypt. They are among the most powerful empires that rose in the history of mankind, and they remain one of the most incredibly fascinating and mysterious people in history. But there is just so much more to Egypt than meets the eye. From mysterious tombs to dazzling artifacts, we compiled for you the 20 most shocking discoveries made in recent times in Egypt. Number 20. Golden mummies. Ever wonder what treasures lie hidden beneath the sands of time? Picture this: Egypt, 1966, amidst the vast expanse of its largest burial ground. Here, archaeologists stumbled upon something extraordinary, a collection of over 250 mummies. But these weren't just any mummies, they were encased in gold, belonging to the affluent residents of the Bahari Oasis during the Greco-Roman period. Now, why gold, you ask? That question has puzzled historians and archaeologists alike. The presence of these golden mummies not only marks a significant chapter in Egypt's rich tapestry of history, but also ignites the imagination. What stories could they tell us? What secrets do they keep? It's like they're whispering to us, daring us to dive deeper and explore the mysteries they've guarded for millennia. Number 19. Spinning statue. Now, let's talk about a mystery that sounds like it's straight out of a movie, the case of the spinning statue. Picture this: a statue named Nebsenu, an important ritual artifact, was tucked away in a tomb, hidden from the world for countless years. Fast forward to recent times, and this statue makes a grand entrance, captivating both experts and onlookers. Now displayed alongside other ancient treasures, it sparked a whirlwind of speculation. Here's where it gets really interesting. Some say the statue has been caught moving on its own. Yes, you heard that right. After centuries of silence, Nebsenu seems to be stirring, leaving us all wondering. Is it just a trick of the light, or is there something more magical at play? It's a question that's ignited debates and curiosity. Do you lean towards a belief in the mystical powers of the ancients, or are you scouring for a logical, scientific explanation? Dive into the comments and let us know what you think. Number 18. Red Pyramid. Welcome to the grandeur of the Red Pyramid in Dahshur, Cairo, an architectural feat that stands as a testament to ancient ingenuity and ambition. Crafted under the vision of King Snefer during the Old Kingdom period, this pyramid is enveloped in a captivating rusty red hue, which has lent it its name. Not merely a monument to beauty, the Red Pyramid holds the distinguished title of Egypt's third-largest pyramid and represents a monumental leap in pyramid construction. It was the ancient Egyptians' first successful venture into creating a true, smooth-sided pyramid. Imagine the sense of achievement among the builders once they stepped back and saw what they had accomplished. Nailed it, they might have thought, witnessing the dawn of a new era in pyramid construction. But one has to wonder, what's the secret behind the unique red glow of its stones? Could it be that they've been privy to a millennia-old pyramid joke, blushing at the thought? While we may chuckle at the idea, the Red Pyramid remains a symbol of ancient craftsmanship and the enduring quest for perfection, captivating visitors and historians alike with its beauty and mystery. Number 17. Asapi. Have you ever heard of the Asapi? These miniature figures, discovered in the ancient tombs of Egypt, tell a fascinating story of life, death, and the belief in an eternal afterlife. Interestingly, these figures weren't exclusive to the tombs of the wealthy, they were found alongside common folks as well. The ancient Egyptians held a belief that the afterlife involved laboring for Osiris, the god of the afterlife. To sidestep this eternal toil, they cleverly placed Asapi figures in their tombs, hoping these little substitutes would take their place in the afterlife's workforce. Isn't it intriguing to think that even in death, the Egyptians were looking for ways to get out of work? It's a humorous reminder that some aspects of human nature haven't changed much over the millennia. From the opulence of golden mummies to the practicality of the Asapi, the ancient Egyptians' approach to the afterlife was both mysterious and ingenious. Number 16. The 1,700-year-old shrine with headless falcons. Unearthing a 1,700-year-old mystery, archaeologists at the ancient Egyptian port of Benin have brought to light a falcon shrine, a discovery that whispers tales of ancient rituals and divine worship. Within this shrine, an enigmatic scene was found: 15 headless falcons, each positioned atop a pedestal, watched over by a stone monument adorned with the images of unknown gods. The falcon, a symbol steeped in the mythology of ancient Egypt, revered for its divine connections, here presents a puzzle that challenges our understanding of their religious practices. But the mystery deepens. In a room adjacent to the shrine, a stela bearing a Greek inscription offers a peculiar command: it is improper to boil a head in here. This stark warning, etched in stone, raises more questions than answers. What practices were taking place within these sacred walls that necessitated such a warning? Was this a site of ritualistic significance where certain activities were forbidden, or does this message hint at deeper, symbolic meanings lost to time? The ancient Egyptians' world was one where the divine permeated every aspect of existence, where gods and the afterlife played a central role in the daily lives of its people. The falcons, symbols of Horus, the sky god, might represent a connection to the divine, offering insights into the complex tapestry of ancient Egyptian religious beliefs. Yet, the presence of the inscription, with its forbidding message, suggests there were clear boundaries within these sacred practices, boundaries not even priests dared to cross. Number 15. Kufu's Secret Room. In a twist that sounds like it's straight out of an adventure novel, a hidden chamber was discovered within the Great Pyramid of Giza not too long ago. Picture this. Researchers are exploring the ancient structure when, suddenly, the ground beneath them gives way, leading to the discovery of a previously unknown room. With the help of cutting-edge technology, they uncover a secret space, 30 meters in length and 2 meters high, hidden away from the world for millennia. But the story gets even more intriguing. Within this chamber, containers brimming with scrolls were found. Can you imagine? Scrolls that may hold the answers to countless questions about the ancient world, untouched and perfectly preserved. In a decision that highlights the delicate balance between curiosity and conservation, the researchers chose not to open these containers, leaving the scrolls safe within their ancient casings. This discovery is like opening a door to the past, offering us a glimpse into the hidden depths of one of the world's most iconic monuments. Number 14. Queen Neith Tomb. The allure of ancient tombs and the mysteries they conceal has always drawn us in, but what archaeologists discovered on November 18, 2022, near Cairo was something out of the ordinary. They stumbled upon the hidden tomb of Queen Neith, a sovereign whose story had been obscured by the passage of time. This remarkable find was accompanied by over 300 coffins and an array of mummified remains, shaking the very core of our understanding of ancient Egypt. But among these invaluable treasures, the bones of a mysterious creature were unearthed, posing a puzzle that has intrigued scholars and enthusiasts alike. This discovery raises questions and fuels imagination about the nature of this enigmatic being. Could it have been a revered animal, a cherished companion of the queen, or perhaps a mythical entity, immortalized in burial with a ruler from the ancient past? This extraordinary revelation not only enriches our knowledge of ancient Egyptian civilization but also invites us to reconsider the stories we thought we knew. The discovery of Queen Neith's tomb and the mysterious creature within offers a tantalizing glimpse into the complexities and wonders of the ancient world, reminding us that history is full of surprises waiting to be uncovered. Number 13. The Underwater City. In 2001, the curtains of history were dramatically pulled back to reveal the lost city of Heraklion, submerged beneath the waves of Abu Qir Bay, Egypt. For centuries, its stories lay silent under 19 feet of water, concealed from the world by the forces of nature, earthquakes, and tidal waves. This rediscovery by the European Institute for Underwater Archaeology marked a significant moment, unearthing a city that thrived in the 8th century BC. Heraklion was not just any city. It was a vital port for Greek trade, pulsating with activity and adorned with magnificent structures, including the Grand Temple of Ammonius. It also housed a sanctuary dedicated to Aphrodite, adding a layer of mystique and spirituality to its already rich cultural tapestry. The thought of such a vibrant city, now silent and submerged, captures the imagination. It's a poignant reminder of the transient nature of human achievements and the enduring allure of uncovering the past. Who could have imagined that beneath the tranquil waters of Abu Qir Bay lay the remnants of a once thriving hub of commerce and worship? The discovery of Heraklion offers a unique glimpse into our shared human heritage, shedding light on the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. Number 12. Romanira Mummy. Embark with me to the Bahariya Oasis, a place where history whispers secrets from beneath the sands. Here, nestled in the heart of Egypt, an astonishing find was uncovered, a Roman mummy, its origins winding back some 2,000 years. This particular mummy was nestled within a plaster coffin, a departure from the gold and grandeur we often associate with ancient Egyptian burials. But what sets Roman mummies apart isn't just their burial style, it's the intricate way they were wrapped, cocooned in cloth or linen, showcasing the melding of cultures and traditions. And then, there's something truly remarkable, the Fayum mummy portraits. These are not just any paintings, they're lifelike depictions of individuals crafted with incredible skill on wooden boards, then attached to the mummies of the upper class in Roman Egypt. Imagine looking into the eyes of someone who lived millennia ago. These portraits bridge the vast expanse of time, offering us a rare, intimate connection with the past. Each portrait tells a story, a personal narrative woven into the fabric of history, adding depth and humanity to our understanding of these ancient people. Number 11. Cursed City of the Dead. Dive into the shadows of Saqqara, an ancient necropolis shrouded in mystery and whispers of curses. Since September, archaeologists have unearthed an astonishing 160 sarcophagi in this eerie city of the dead, just a stone's throw from Cairo. But it's not just the sheer number of coffins that sends shivers down the spine. It's the tomb walls etched with ominous warnings to those who dare disturb the slumber of the deceased. These curses threaten would-be intruders with a fate as grim as that of a goose, a stark reminder of the ancient Egyptians' belief in protecting their dead. Saqqara, with its blend of the ancient and the eerie, stands as a surreal testament to the coexistence of the living and the dead. This haunted site, once a resting place for corpses, now hosts a different kind of life, that of researchers and the curious, each step within its bounds a dance with history's ghosts. It's a chilling narrative that echoes through the ages, reminding us that sometimes the past isn't as buried as we might think. As we tread the line between discovery and disturbance, Saqqara serves as a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie just beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. Number 10. Tully Papyrus. Did you know that ancient civilizations had their own version of a newsfeed? Not on walls or stones, but on papyrus, like the intriguing Tully Papyrus. This ancient document is like a time capsule holding tales that could rival any modern sci-fi story. One of the most fascinating stories it contains is from 1480 BC, during the reign of Pharaoh Thutmose III. According to the text, a massive, silent fireball, about 150 feet long, glided across the sky, right over the royal palace. Now, if that doesn't sound like a scene from a blockbuster movie, I don't know what does. UFO enthusiasts are particularly captivated by this tale, seeing it as potential evidence of ancient extraterrestrial visits. Just picture the scene. Ancient Egyptians going about their day, suddenly looking up to see this awe-inspiring phenomenon. It must have been an unforgettable sight, sparking wonder and fear alike. The Tully Papyrus offers us a window into what the night sky might have looked like to those in the ancient world, stirring up as many questions as answers. Were these early sightings of extraterrestrial life, or is there another explanation? It's a mystery that continues to fascinate and perplex us. Number 9. Mysterious Benben stones. The Benben stones are among the most enigmatic and profound symbols within ancient Egyptian culture, representing the very essence of creation and divine presence. These obelisk-like stones are not just artifacts, they are the embodiment of the primeval mound from which the ancient Egyptians believed the world was created. According to their mythology, the Benben stone stood at the center of the Temple of the Phoenix, itself nestled within the larger precinct of Atum's temple in the sun-drenched city of Heliopolis. Imagine a stone so sacred that it was believed to be the spot where the first rays of the sun fell, a place where the gods themselves touched the earth. This wasn't just a symbol of creation, but a tangible connection to the divine, a focal point of worship in the temple of Ra, the sun god. The Benben stones served as a prototype for the obelisks that would later define Egyptian architecture and spread their influence across the world. Today, these stones, often intricately carved and inscribed, find new homes in museums worldwide where they continue to fascinate and mystify. Number 8. Game of Death. Step into the world of ancient Egypt, where the game of Senet was not just entertainment but a reflection of their profound connection to the afterlife and spirituality. Imagine gathering around a game board, not unlike those we enjoy today, but with a significant twist that ties the fate of your soul to the outcome of the game. The board itself was a marvel, featuring 30 squares, with players strategically moving their pieces, cones, and cylinders across this symbolic battlefield. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Instead of the dice we're familiar with, ancient Egyptians used throw sticks, each marked with different point values, adding an element of chance and divine will to the game. The objective was seemingly simple: to navigate your pieces to the end of the board first. Yet, this was no ordinary race. It was a metaphor for the soul's journey towards the afterlife, seeking audience with Osiris, the god of the dead and resurrection. Some squares on the board were marked with hieroglyphs signifying various dangers or blessings encountered along the path to the afterlife. Landing on these squares could change the course of the game, mirroring the unpredictable nature of one's journey through life and beyond. Playing Senet was like a practice run for eternity, where each move could propel you towards salvation or doom. Number 7. The Temple of Zeus. Who knew Zeus had a frequent flyer card? Turns out, the king of the Greek gods didn't just hang around Mount Olympus, he was a divine jet-setter. In an exciting twist to what we know about ancient worship, recent archaeological digs have brought to light that Zeus was venerated far beyond the sunny shores of Greece. Picture this: in 2022, the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism dropped a bombshell announcement. They discovered the ruins of a Zeus temple not in Greece, but in Tel El Farma, nestled in the northwestern Sinai. This site has layers of history, being significant during the late Pharaonic era, the Byzantine period, and the Greco-Roman times. But here's where it gets even cooler. This temple wasn't just a standard homage to Zeus. It creatively merged Zeus worship with local traditions, linking him to Mount Kaisos in Syria. Imagine walking through those ancient ruins and seeing inscriptions that hint at renovations done by none other than Roman Emperor Hadrian himself, somewhere between 117 and 138 AD. This blend of cultures and deities highlights the incredible interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. This discovery isn't just a win for historians and archaeologists. It's a beacon of hope for Egypt's tourism sector, which has been eager for a comeback after the global health crisis. Number 6. Pit of Giant Hands. In a chapter of history that seems more like a plot from a fantasy novel, archaeologists in 2011 made a startling discovery in Avaris, Egypt, that left many scratching their heads. They found what's now known as the Pit of Giant Hands, a site containing 16 severed right hands, all neatly arranged in pits. These hands weren't just discarded. They date back 3,600 years and tell a tale of ancient warfare and rituals that is as intriguing as it is gruesome. The practice seems almost surreal to us today. Ancient Egyptians collected the hands of their defeated enemies and exchanged them for gold. It's a concept that's hard to wrap your mind around. Imagine the scene: warriors returning from battle, not with trophies of gold or silver, but with hands to trade for their weight in gold. It prompts a darkly humorous thought: was this their version of a high-stakes negotiation? Need some gold? Well, we could use a hand or two. And let's not even start on the possibility of a high five gone terribly wrong. While we may chuckle at the absurdity, it's a stark reminder of the vastly different values and rituals that have existed throughout human history. Number 5. Tomb of Osiris. Imagine if a tale whispered down through ages, regarded as mere myth, suddenly proved to be true. That's exactly what happened with the discovery of the Tomb of Osiris in Egypt. This wasn't just any archaeological find. It was like uncovering a grand puzzle box designed by history itself. Picture a complex network of chambers, booby traps, and hidden passageways, all intricately woven into a real-life legend turned reality. This tomb, with its labyrinthine design, seems to have taken a leaf out of ancient Assyrian architectural books, blending styles in a way that leaves even the most seasoned archaeologists in awe. At the heart of this intricate maze lies the figure of Osiris, the god of the afterlife, perched majestically atop a towering staircase. It's as if Osiris himself is overseeing a challenge, inviting the bravest souls to unravel the mysteries of his domain. The discovery of this tomb turned a local legend into a global sensation overnight, captivating the imaginations of treasure hunters, historians, and adventurers around the world. Navigating through it must feel like stepping into an ancient escape room, designed not for entertainment but as a sacred journey. One can only imagine the stories and secrets hidden within its walls, waiting for the light of day. This discovery is a testament to the fact that our world still holds secrets, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the curious and the bold to uncover them. Number 4. Turan Erotic Papyrus. The Turan Erotic Papyrus is indeed one of the most intriguing and eyebrow-raising discoveries to emerge from the sands of ancient Egypt. Uncovered in the storied city of Thebes, this papyrus dates back over 3,000 years, offering a candid glimpse into the more playful and intimate aspects of Egyptian society that textbooks often leave out. This artifact stands out not just for its age, but for its content: vivid and explicit scenes of lovemaking, depicted with a sense of humor and a candidness that might surprise those who picture ancient civilizations as purely stoic or reserved. The Turan Erotic Papyrus shatters these misconceptions, showing us that the people of ancient Egypt had a complex, multifaceted approach to sexuality and pleasure, much like societies today. What's particularly fascinating about this papyrus is how it contrasts with the more formal, religious, and administrative texts that we often associate with ancient Egypt. It serves as a reminder that, just like us, our ancestors had their own ways of exploring and expressing the joys, desires, and humor inherent in human relationships. The discovery of the Turan Erotic Papyrus adds a rich layer to our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture, reminding us that love, laughter, and the pursuit of pleasure are as old as civilization itself. Number 3. The Screaming Mummy. Imagine stumbling upon a mummy, not just any mummy, but one that seems to be eternally screaming. This is the story of Merit Ammonius, known as the Screaming Mummy, discovered in 1881 in the ancient necropolis of Deir el-Bahari, close to Luxor. The haunting image of her mummified form, with a wide-open mouth as if caught in a perpetual scream, has fascinated and unnerved people for generations. For years, the cause of her apparent torment was the subject of speculation and mystery. It wasn't until a groundbreaking CT scan in 2020 that scientists uncovered a probable cause: a massive heart attack, with her facial expression fixed in a horrifying grimace by rigor mortis. Despite the clues wrapped along with her, including hints at her possible name, Meridimonia's true identity and status remain a puzzle. Was she of royal blood, or did she lead a more ordinary life? This question adds another layer of mystery to her story. Her mummification, so different and dramatic, leaves us with a chilling window into the ancient world, reminding us of the complexity and depth of human emotions that transcend time. Number 2. Marble Head. In 2018, a discovery that can only be described as historic was made by Egyptian archaeologists in the waters of Aswan's Kom-Ombo temple. Imagine diving into the depths and coming face to face with the marble head of none other than the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. This wasn't just any find. It was a significant piece of history hidden beneath the temple's surface, waiting to be rediscovered. The marble head, measuring 40 by 33 by 34 centimeter, is a testament to the artistry of the time, capturing the emperor's distinctive wavy hair and beard with remarkable detail. Considering it dates back to between 160 to 182 AD, the preservation of this artifact is astonishing. Finding such a well-preserved piece of history, submerged and silent for centuries, brings the past alive in a way that textbooks simply cannot. It's moments like these that remind us of the rich tapestry of human history that lies just beneath our feet, or, in this case, beneath the water's surface. Number 1. Mummification Workshop. In 2018, the sands of Saqqara, Egypt, revealed a treasure trove unlike any other, a mummification workshop buried for millennia. Imagine stumbling upon the very place where ancient Egyptians practiced the art of preserving their dead, turning them into mummies that have fascinated the world ever since. This wasn't just any find. It was a peek into the meticulous process that prepared individuals for the afterlife, complete with burial rooms, treasures, and even a mummy mask adorned with glistening stones. Ancient bling at its finest. Within this ancient workshop, archaeologists uncovered not just mummies, but also an array of fancy vessels and statues crafted from luxurious materials like Egyptian alabaster. It's akin to discovering an ancient factory, but instead of producing cars or gadgets, this facility specialized in creating mummies. It's a testament to the Egyptians' deep respect for the dead and their belief in an afterlife that required such elaborate preparation. Who would have thought that mummies went through their own sort of assembly line centuries ago? The ancient Egyptians' dedication to their dead, ensuring they were sent off to the afterlife not just in spirit but in style, is truly remarkable. This discovery sheds light on the lengths to which they went to honor their deceased, combining craftsmanship, religious beliefs, and a touch of ancient glamour.